5. I think. Oh, I'm getting a high temperature warning. Yeah, this is the page that I've chosen. So yeah, for today's stream I'm going to be working on this dragon. No, it's just probably because there's nothing going on. There we go. Put an extra light on because it's pretty dark. There is a delay as well. Not like the good old days where streams were. Hey, Scorp! Okay. Okay, so today I decided I was going to do a stream and I'm going to work in Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosance. Minimize that. I can see chat there. So I'm going to be working in Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosance, and I'm going to be working on this dragon page. And I'm going to be using a mixture of Albert Dürer and Polychromos. So basically I'm just going to be straight colouring for the time being. Just colouring all of the red parts. The scales, all of these. I might add in some like different scales, but for the moment I'm gonna just base it with this red, which is pale something like it's I can't read the word. I can't read well. So it's number 121 in the Albert Dürer set. So I'm just gonna go in and start colouring in all of the scales. All the scales. All the colours. Well, yellow. You should be coming through on stream. Hopefully you are. Grim might have said it so that you don't. I don't know. It'll be a surprise. Well, I don't know. I know it's been a while since I've done streams. Oh yeah, so only I can be heard, so it just sounds like I'm talking to myself. Ah, Robin, my imaginary friend. you go. It's pale, whatever that is, lake. No, Robin doesn't want to be heard. Robin wants to be only heard by me. Yeah. Only heard by me. She's my friend and I'm not sharing. She belongs to me! She's my human plaything! Yeah. If it's Granny Squareable. Well, it's that, and it's called lake. It's whatever that word is that Grimm's saying. It's pale, Grimm's word, lake. Geranium? Pale geranium lake. It's a lake of geraniums. See, now if I had made a set of pencils, I would have found like the grossest names to call them. Like Snot Green. Hellfire Red. Death Carrot Orange. Yeah. It's like a zombie carrot. Feels so weird to just flat color. Because these are water activated. So basically like watercolor pencils, so what I'm planning on doing is coloring all the scales. All of them. This and all the others. With this geranium lake. Then activating it to give me a base. Because this is a lot of land to cover. So it will basically the watercolor pencil will saturate the scales with the red color, which will hide which will hide all the white of the page, which will lighten my need to cover the white of the page with basic pencils. And the great thing is that these Caran d'Ache, they're not Caran d'Ache, they're Albert Durers, are complementary with the Polychromos. They're made by the same company, so they work well together. And it'll hide all the white of the page, which will lighten my load of work when it comes to like adding shading and detail and stuff. It's a trick that I learned a while ago, and I use it when I'm doing skin tones as well sometimes. Like if it's like a big it's like a big face, or there's a lot of skin on the page, I'll use like a skin toned watercolor pencil, and then go over with my shading and stuff to add the details. And it just hides the white of the page a lot better, which lightens the work for me, especially with how bad my hands have been of late. My hands aren't doing so great, but I don't want to stop the hobbies that I enjoy, so it's like I have to find... Yeah, just chop them off and get a robot. I can get a robot hand. I've got a robot arm! I mean, how could you not Play Bear and Breakfast is the question. We waited so long for that game. We waited so long for that game. And it's been everything that we dreamed of. Everything that we hoped. Oh, thank you! I thought I picked a really cool page. It's not my artwork, I didn't draw it. I always feel like I have to put that little disclaimer on. The only thing that is me is the colour that's added to the page. Right now it's very basic. This isn't going to be how it stays. I'm a basic bitch with basic bitch hands. I probably have the hands of like an 80-year-old. On the outside. On the outside, maybe, but on the inside... ugly. Ugly, evil, knobbly hands. The day the Fire Nation attacked. Ooh. Ooh. You'll have to show me around sometime. Those are important questions. Kind of beans. All the beans. Grim! Oh! Grim brought the ingredients to make that chicken. I feel like I've like bitten off like a really big... No. My brain would not let me do that. You're putting your bear to sleep? No! Robin, how could you? How could you do this to Hank? Holy shit. Them skills. Oh, I've got something exciting happening. Today, Rim brought me a set of alcohol markers. They have they're not the same as those ones, but they have a brush tip. They have a brush tip. And that's something that I've been wanting for a fair while. And they only cost 30 quid and there's like 120 markers. Yeah. All the reviews said that they were really good. Like, I checked all the reviews. I might test them out in a book that I'm not too fond of. To see it. Well, I've got an old book, like an older book that I already have an extra copy of. Because it's one that the Arteza pens ruined. So I kept it because like, oh, I can test like other mediums in it and stuff like that for like the Colouring Heaven books. But then they went and changed the paper. So it's like, oh, well that's just rude. I think they originally changed the paper and didn't tell anyone about it and just waited for people to notice. Yeah, they did. They did. Because, like, yeah. Because I asked them about it. Because I have, like, a couple of the older issues, and the paper in those is so different from the paper in the newer ones. Yeah. And everybody said I was crazy. No, the paper hasn't changed at all. I'm like, it's fine. So, is it though? Is it? But no, they've actually stated now that they have changed the paper. Which, to be fair, the only thing I'd be testing is if they're yellowed. So fucking mad. But that's why we test things in books that we don't like before we use them in the books that we do like. Or in books that we have multiple copies. Because we had to replace the copy because a set of markers destroyed said book. I'm not bitter at all. Oh no, not at all. I would never be. That's not who I am. I just happen to have never brought any of their products ever again. Especially when said company took my affiliate away because I spoke the truth. Dun dun dun! Oh, you know what I'm gonna do later on? I'm going to watch that documentary that you recommended. The one about the weird cult. Yeah, Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey. I'm gonna watch that. Does it have any owls in it? Is it heavy? There's no accusing mountain lions of anything, is there? I feel like we need. There's no murder? How boring. I love how you're like, oh, there's no murder, and so normal people would just be like, oh, that's really good, I'm not too fond of murders, and I'm like, oh, how boring. No murders, how boring. Where is the murder? I was promised murder. No, it's about a cult, innit? recommends things, can't remember what they're about. I love you. Oh. Oh, see. That explains everything. Yeah, that explains everything. Yeah. Whoa! How many? 60 wives! Jeez! And some blokes can barely manage having the one! Oh! 78 wives! Jesus. Oh, that's nasty. That bit's nasty. Yeah. That many wives, though. Jesus. And then does he marry off, like, them to members of his cult? So fucked up. Oh. I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll probably end up sitting there and doing what I did the other night and just binge watching it. Like, it's like a car accident, you know, you drive past it and you can't look away. Why do you need silk sheets? Oh, I was like, why? What do you need silk sheets for, Robin? Or you eat your partner onto the bed and they slide off and slam their heads onto something. Yeah. Or just get silk sheets. How do you know? What did you spend that money on? What have you been buying? Taco beans. Ooh. No, I'm not. I just really love true crime. That's all it is. Yeah, it's just like, wow. No, come back. Don't leave me. Ah. I am an unattended goblin. Ooh, the chaos I could wrought. Mwahaha. No, I just really like true crime. It fascinates me. This is quite a process, so yeah. I do have 2 new videos queued up. And as I was saying before, I got some alcohol markers that should be here at some point. So there will probably be a video of me swatching them and having a play with them and seeing how they do in my books. Again, I'm just flat coloring this for the moment because I'm just basically laying out a base layer to work on top of. These are mine. They belong to me. Spine as best I can. But I'll also be able to sort that out once I activate the watercolour. So I'm not gonna faff about too much. Lightly get a bit of pencil in there. So yeah, I'm gonna base layer with this red and then I'll activate it. And then that'll be like covering up the white of the page, which will make it easier for me to work in with the pencils because there's quite a lot of space to cover, and it just makes sense to use a base. I also do this with skin when I do skin tones. Hello. Oh, not too cold. You can go into shock doing it too cold. That's your problem, not my problem. It's alright. You wouldn't be alone for long. I'd move in. Yeah, problem solved. Today's the first time. It's just a testing of the waters to see if I like it again or not. Oh, well yeah, I did that takeover stream on Grimm's channel. That was fun. I don't think every single time will be a creative thing. I might incorporate some games and stuff, because with my hands the way they are, I don't think I'd be able to do like a ton of like creative coloring streaming. And I don't feel comfortable doing crochet streams on here because there's a lot of yellow tape. Yellow tape, is that the right term? Yellow tape? Red tape? Because of copyright and stuff. Whereas a lot of it wouldn't be my pattern. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be, because some people can watch and be able to work out what the pattern is. Because yellow tape, red tape, I don't know. So, but coloring book artists are a little bit more laid back. Yeah. Yeah, no. I fucking wish I could draw this good. Yeah, coloring book artists are a lot more like, oh, it's okay because, you know, you paid for the book and it's a coloring book. The whole point is putting color in it. And if you want to record it, most artists just don't care. As is pretty obvious because there's quite a lot of people on YouTube that do coloring. And they don't have a problem. But yeah, I have to see how it goes with the gaming ones. Because my channel... Oh, I don't know. I recently downloaded The Witcher. Wild Hunt? There are more than The Witcher. There's The Witcher, yeah, which is Wild Hunt. But there's also other Witchers that were on like older consoles. I think you can get them all on Steam. Well, I have been coloring, I just haven't been streaming it. I've never stopped coloring. But yeah, it looks like a hard game. I don't know whether or not I'd be able to play it. But I'd give it a good old goblin try. Stupid bed. Not stupid. Not stupid bear, because Hank is a baby. Hank is perfection. Hank is best boy. Hank is the bestest of boys. Yeah, I know it's been I know Wild Hunt's been out for a while because I got the big massive collector's box that comes with Geralt fighting a griffin. It's such a beautiful figure. It's like such a beautiful model. It's like, it's beautiful. I'll have to send you a photo of it. Yeah, I have like a little Witcher shrine in one of my detolfs where it's like the book that came with the game, the statue. I have like this School of the Wolf. It's you know when you've pulled the cork out of a bottle of wine. It's one of those things where you put it into the wine, where the cork used to be, but it's made out of metal. Bottle stopper. There we go. There's me like and you're just like, oh yeah, it's a bottle stopper. I was really close to actually like being over halfway done, and then yeah, I was like halfway done, and then my the bugs got me. I guess there's a actual, I don't know if there's bugs in the game, but there's an actual bug where if you go back to chapter select and select your chapter, it resets all of your progress in like the music cheats. And the thing is though, break your little goblin heart, yeah. And the thing is, when it resets, it doesn't put those things back in the world because you've already collected them, and I have to restart the whole game. Yay! Yeah. But it's okay, because it just means I get extra time with the little kitten. I actually have a recording of Bassy watching me play it. Your little cold dead heart. Too much hair. Oh no, you didn't have to. You didn't have to. I would have. Yeah, but it's always good to have stuff in. I'm looking forward to Grim making me that schmickin. Nom 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 nom. The chicken that you've been raving about. Oh! More exciting news! More exciting news! Not my news, but I'm gonna share it anyway. Grim treated himself to a rice cooker today. Fuck yeah! Yeah. What are you doing eating rice cookers? Nom 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 nom. Circuit boards. Hot metal. Just eat, yeah. You eat that. You eat that rice cooker. Jesus. Nom 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 nom. The expensive. That's an expensive fucking appetite you've got there. Oh, cool. Yes, he is a little baby. And I too have a ginger kitten. Like I said, I actually have a video of Sebastian watching me play the game. And it is adorable, and it will get edited there. Oh, okay, you rest well. I hope you get some much good rest. I'm trying to work out where I want to put red on here, because the scales, the little like frilly bits that he has, I'm thinking of doing like a yellowish orange color, And then all the wispy smoke at the back, I'm thinking of doing like oranges, like a little bit of red and a little bit of orange in. So I'm just trying to work out whereabouts I want red on his head here. I'm thinking his snout, part of his bottom jaw. Because these will fade from orange to yellow. So yeah, I was reading chat. It'll be edited and posted on the channel probably. Well, I hope you get some rest. So I'm trying to work out where I want to put red on his head. I'm thinking his snout, a little bit on here, and then a little bit on his lower jaw. Because I'm gonna be doing all this wispy bits that he has, like his little frills, in like orange to yellow sort of fade. I feel like that would be pretty good. And then all the wispy bits in the background, I'm gonna do like different shades of orange. I need to buy yarn at some point to do. You have all the monies. Yeah. I need to buy yarn because I need to pick up some more colours for my book project that I'm working on. And I need to pick up yarn to make the base part of Shenron for Grimm. But I also need to pick up yarn for making roving so I can needle felt it. Well, I need certain colors, so I was thinking if I buy the yarn that I want, I know how to make. Yeah, I know how to make it into roving. I just need to steal some of Grimm's freezer bags, because I'd need to work one color at a time and be very careful not to cross-contaminate my colors. Yeah. Does it make sense that I just buy the yarn and make it into roving? That way, it's all gonna match with... Yeah. Rather than traipsing around, trying to find colours that match. I can just make it myself. And honestly, I think that'd probably be cheaper. Because they only come in like little packets, don't they? Yeah. Whereas if you convert, oh, you'll have to get some more. If you convert a ball of yarn, that's 100 grams of yarn. But you'd probably be able to get a bit of roving out of that. Yeah, obviously I wouldn't turn the whole ball in. I just like. But I've got the whole dragon. I'm gonna needle felt. I'm gonna use crochet to make the skeletal part of it. So like I'm gonna crochet the actual pattern, and then needle felt on top. So it's basically gonna be a plushie. I watched a video a while back on where this crochet artist made a tiger. I think, yeah. And she needle felt it. She basically gave the tiger fluffy fur, but needle felted his facial features. And she has another video out where she's done a cat, where she's used one of her patterns to make a cat, and then she's needle felted the whole cat with all its details. It looks bloody amazing. Probably a long time. It's not going to be like how I usually get crochet, how I usually get my amigurumis done. Yeah. I just, want to try something new. And one of the things that I really want to try at the moment is something that I need to do a hecking lot of research into. Yeah, before I start making them. Like, start looking for supplies and that. To be fair, I think my first try at that is just going to be like, when you get a new art supply and you just play with it. Yeah, I don't expect there to be any amazing outcome to any of it, because it's just going to be basically me faffing about. But I want to be safe at doing the faffing about, because resin is extremely toxic. It's quite a scary medium. So I'm gonna do all my research and do it properly and not end up giving myself poisoning. Because you can get really bad, like, poisoning from resin. And I don't want that. I don't want a poisoned goblin. Right, so I'm just gonna put some papers behind here whilst I... Oh! That was my first ever page with Polychromos. Yeah. Yep. I'd never used them before. This page here, the one that I'm showing, this was the first time I used my Prismacolors. I don't know which page I first used my Polychromos on. No, the dragon isn't. No, I was showing a different page. I was showing a different page. I was showing a little gnome tree. Yeah. Tree gnome. Not tree gnome. Mountain gnome. Whatever it is. I think it's a troll. Have you ever seen that movie, Troll Hunter? It's quite freaky. So what I do now is I come in here and I basically add water to the pencil that I put down. And what it does is it basically covers all of the white. So I don't have to worry about... Huh? Oh, it does, and I love that. I love it when my pages go crinkly. I love the sound when you're flipping through a book. I have this... is this mythomorphia? Yeah, I have an extra copy of mythomorphia that I'm thinking of just doing watercolor in. Like, basing everything with watercolor and then doing pencils over the top. This is my first ever... This was my first... one of my first few colouring books that I had when I first started colouring. So quite a lot of the pages in here are really old. Oh, I think the stream's going well. So you haven't really missed much. There hasn't really been much going on. I basically coloured in all of the scale part of the dragon red with a watercolour pencil, and now I'm going in and activating all of that watercolour pencil. This is just to make lighter work for my hands later on when I come in to do like details and shading. Just because my hands haven't been all that great lately. I really wanted to do this page, and I've been eyeing this page for a long time. And I really wanted to do this page this month. But I was like, can my hands handle all of that detail? And I was like, well, we have ways. This book honestly has a lot of really cool pages. Yeah. I mean, I brought it twice. I have 2 copies of this one, because like I said, I've had this one for a really long time. And I feel like I could revisit some of the pages and just improve on them. So I decided to get an extra copy of the book. But I also don't want to work in the new copy of the book until I finish this one. Because it's like, well, I have all these pages in this book that I can still do. And then there are pages in this book. Honestly, there are pages in this book that I've finished. I'm like, I hate them. They're terrible. Yeah. There are pages in this book that I completely and utterly are like, what was I even thinking? What was I even doing? Although the nameplate page at the front of the book, I'm still really proud of. Because it was all done with Crayola pencils. Yeah, because back when I first started, I didn't have fancy pencils. I have a lot of fancy pencils now, but back when I started, I just had like really basic pencils. I had like a set of Crayola pencils, and that was pretty much it. So a lot of my earlier pages in this book were done with, like, Crayola pencils. And then I got gifted a set of Prismacolors. Well, I brought a small set of Prismas. I brought, like, I think it was a set of 24. And that's what I did the little mountain troll with. And then I was like, oh, I really like these pencils. So I ended up... Eh. It's just all practice. Just like anything. You have to practice at it. Practice, practice, and practice. And then practice a bit more, yeah. There's a colouring book, I believe. There's a colouring book artist. And she says, practice, practice, and practice. There is no perfect. Because you're always learning new things that you can't, there's no true way of perfecting any form of skill that you have. Because that's what it is, it's all skill. And you're constantly, like, learning new things. So there isn't... Ooh. You try those luscious locks, Matt. And don't forget your beard. Oh. This isn't how you want you want to go there, because... It's like, gosh, when I first started colouring, I did it with, like, felt tip pens. So... I do not. I have certain pens, like I have Crayola Super Tips, but I rarely use them in my colouring book. I I just love mixed media. So like my pages will have like watercolor pencils, gel pen, paint, gel pen. Like I'll probably even get out my like pearlescent watercolors that I have in like shades of like golds. Yeah, and add some, when I finish the page, add some little scales which like will shimmer. Okay. Have you not long woke up then, sweet? Thank you. There's really not that much to it at the moment. Right now all it is a base of watercolour pencil. See, I didn't even finish off colouring in all of the red. I missed some. Hello, you okay? Oh. Naughty Robin. No, I don't have lunch. Goblins only eat one meal a day. And plus, I'm having a very expensive dinner tonight and I want to save room. I am having Wagamama. It's very expensive, so I want to be able to fit it all in my tum. Honestly, if I was hungry, I would eat. I just don't. I don't get that hungry. And like, honestly, there are some days where that one meal just fills me up. Just don't feel... Yeah, I know. I know it's bad. My doctor's even told me off for it. But... oh well, do as I say, not as I do. Bossy Goblin. Ooh. Well, hopefully when I'm done, it looks a lot better than what it looks at the moment. Right now, it just looks very... yeah. I don't know how long I've been just colouring in the base of the scales has taken quite a bit. We're at an hour. Yeah, it's taken quite a bit to just get the pencil down and then to activate it. But honestly, I get so lost when I'm doing stuff like this. I don't even notice how long the time goes or how long I've been working on it. Like the other day when I was doing the flower page, and I'm like, oh, my fingers really hurt, and I'd pretty much been sat there working on it all day. Yeah, the only reason I get to be able to finish so many pages is because I have a lot of hours. I was really impressed with the way that flower page turned out though. I'm still not 100% happy with the background. I'm still learning the Neo Color 2s. So my blend isn't that great and I wish I could have done better. But it's a learning streak. Practice, practice, practice. There are quite a few books that I want to rebuy as well because I've had some of the books that I've had for such a long time. I like look at pages and I'm like, I can do that better now. And I want to. It's like a while ago I did a page in... I really struggle with skin tone, but I did a page in the Colouring Heaven book, and then I compared it to another like skin tone page I'd done in a Colouring Heaven book, and the difference is just stunning. You chew your food. Don't just swallow the whole wrap whole, you'll choke. As tempting as that can be when food is yummy, chew your food. What was I saying? Jeez, my brain just went boop. Wraps. Because I want to buy most of my Hannah Carl's own books again. Because I've had them for a really long time and some of the pages in them, like I said, I look at them and I'm like, oh, I could do you so much better. Oh no. I finished the book first. I mean, I know I brought a second copy of. Well, actually, no. What happened was we brought a copy of this book for Grimm, and they sent us 2 copies of it. We only paid for 1 though, but they sent us 2, and we were good. We did message them and say, "Oh, you've sent an extra copy," and they were like, "Yeah, we did," and they were like, "Oh, it's okay, just keep it." That was bassy. Well done. Oh no, I was impressed. Well done. That was a proper bassy one too. Okay, so that is all of the red activated. So let's put the red pencil away. I'm trying to keep my space as tidy and as possible and minimize how much I have to put away later. I need to find like a light yellowish colour for these belly plates. So, let's have a look. I might actually go with cream for the belly plates. And we can add shading over the top of it. Hello. You have squash. Fish. Which reminds me, I should probably take a little sip myself. I brought felt today. Yeah. So that means I need to sew all of the Legoshi's bits on. That sounds like a weird sentence. And then make his clothes. Which I think I'm gonna sew some of it. And then glue on bits that are a bit more tricky. Ooh. Exciting. So I'm doing all of this stream might just be me doing boring stuff like putting down base color. So I do apologize. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna focus on bits at a time. So right now my main focus is getting the dragon coloured, and then we'll work on like the next bit we'll work on is like the little lanterns. Because with big pages like this, you want to do it in little bits so you don't get overwhelmed, especially with the Kirby Roseanne's books, because they are quite busy pages. His later books are still just as busy, but they aren't as much like this. Which I miss quite a bit, but his art style has changed. And that's cool because it gives you more flavour. I still really enjoy his colouring books, so, and I think the wispy bits come back in for his Mythic World book. I haven't really looked that much through Mythic World, but that's another one where it's quite it's all based on like different mythology. Ooh, you flip those houses. The giant robbing flipping houses. It's like flipping tables, but it's a whole house. There's also hidden items in this book, which I'm gonna actually cheat and look for, because I like to do them. I like to colour those. So if you have this book and you don't want to know where the hidden items are, look away right now. A goblet and a sword. Yeah. Well, I've already looked and I know where they are. Because I have a running thing in this book where I colour the hidden items gold so that they'll stand out. And I've done that throughout the book. Oh. Can you pass me? Yeah. Sorry. Brim's bringing me some snacks. It is a big dragon. Ah, this is for me. The fan just blew all the cold water that's dripping off of that into my side.
Sorry.
I was like, oh, is there a leak?
There is no they have no fruit twist.
Oh, so it's fine.
So they substituted it. For your snacks, soda.
It is a big dragon. We're working from Mythomorphia by Kirby Roseanne's. This book is just a book that I use to level out the so that it can lay flat. Right now I'm just putting base colour down, so no shading or layers at the moment. Just flat colour. Because I wanted to. At the end of a month, I go through my books and I pick pages for the upcoming month, and this was one that I picked. Ah, puppies. So, like right now, I'm just putting a base layer of colour down, which will help me later on when I'm putting shading, because the watercolour will cover up the white of the page, which makes a little less work for me and my poorly goblin hands. Now we're not working on watercolours. Well, it's not effort to me because I enjoy it. Yeah, it's not really effort to me. It's like, why play a game that has like 1,000,000,000,000 levels because you enjoy it? It's just something that I enjoy doing. One second. Yeet! What do you do when you're mad at your phone? You yeet. You're not even mad. You want to teach it. You need to teach it who's boss. Sometimes you just have to throw your phone to insert dominance. Yeah, insert it. We insert dominance in my house. Ew, ew. Cut all the grass. Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. I enjoy it. It's something that I do to relax, and it gives me something to focus on rather than focusing on what's going on inside my head. Squishy, squishy brains. I just climb inside yours at night whilst you're asleep and just That's why you're like this. I'm sorry. It's because of all the times. It's because of all the times I've crawled into your ear and just like licked your brain. Little tiny me just in there. Bah. Why do you think you? Why do you think you like me so much? My goblin cult. I'm gonna get you. Let's make a nice cult for nice people. We have nice Kool-Aid poison. Kool-Aid's really nice though. I've had it before. Yeah, that's why it's so nice. Is it? Oh, I didn't know you could die young with Kool-Aid. Well, I have a rainbow of insights there. Sorry, I'm opening a packet of Haribos. Because I need snack. Oh, they're skimping on these nowadays. They used to be well thicker than that. The Haribo sticks. Look how thin they are. Yeah. Why is your stream so delayed? I have it on stream still, I'm holding it. One of these, yeah. They used to be well thicker than that, or I get like the really cheap knockoff ones that are bigger. I think these ones are more expensive than the jumbo ones I get. Ridiculous. I didn't buy them, Grim did. I don't I don't do shopping. Those are tasks for the man of the house. Wait, is it okay to say something like that? Jesus. That was totally like a joke. Don't take that. Yeah, don't be like, oh, you sexist pig. No, I was just making a joke. There's that humor that Grim tells me I have that other people don't get. Oh, this sounds like a lovely game, Robin. It's a chupacabra. They have a pet chupacabra. What the fuck has it got feathers? What kind of rabbit is this? It's destroyed a whole sofa. Jesus Christ. That's insane. You see it and it's like a 7-foot rabbit. Got pectoral muscles. Comes into the room and it's just like, ugh! They just feed it beef. You're selling the rabbit? There's one thing that I don't want to buy off you. You're okay, you can keep that. I just want your diamond paintings and yarn. Oh, I said to Grim about those and he was like, yeah, that's fine. He's just like, yeah, okay. Just spend my fucking money. It's because I'm a spoiled little brat, that's what it is. Such a spoiled little brat. I'll have to see how much money we've got left. I'll see how much money we've got left after, like, we've done the food shopping and we've had our little romantic Wagamama night and see, like, how our finances are and that, and I'll let you know. If it's easier for you to just put them up, just put them up. I mean, it's not that hard to open a cupboard door and take them out. It's such hard work, Robin, God! Oh, I'm so sorry. Why ever are we friends? There's a long list of reasons. You like murder, I like murder. Ah, you. Oh, that's a tease right there, Robin. Just found a dog in a box. That's. I don't know. I don't know if I can continue this relationship, knowing that I can't murder you. All this time. No, I'm joking. I would never. You can have Haribos if you go and buy your own, because these ones are mine. Pigeons! Oh, I love pigeons. They're so— no, I don't. That's a fucking lie. I hate them. They scare me. I'm actually scared of them. I'm scared of sliding doors too. Sliding door, Robin with an eye. Are you a sliding door now? Am I friends with a sliding door? No, you can be whatever you want you to be. You can be whatever you want to be, and I fully support you. I fully support you in all of your endeavors. Especially your pattern making. I support you in your pattern making. Yeah, there's that. It's a whole meaning to the word friends with benefits. Friends with pattern benefits. Give me your bear. I'm really excited to see you make the characters. I think you're gonna do an awesome job. Oh, well, you've nearly done. You've only got to make his little armies. Oh, yeah. See, I always forget because I don't have ears. Ears, who needs them? You're gonna use mahogany? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! So speaking, because you said hog, did I tell you about Grim finding a hedgehog outside of our house? Yeah, he went to put the trash out and there's a little hedgehog stood on the, like, sat at the bottom of our steps. And he's like, oh, no. Yeah. No, so he was, like, sat, like, curled up, like, stood outside our door. And Grim was like, oh, no, I think he's dead. Trying to sell, door-to-door salesman. Selling acorns. Oh! Imagine him like this little hedgehog stood there knocking on the door and be like, would you like to buy some of my acorns? And I'd be like, yes! Would you like to buy some knives? See, I like how I went really wholesome, like selling acorns, you're like selling knives. Door-to-door knife sale. I don't know, I don't think they have door-to-door salesmen anymore. Kind of weird stranger knocking on your door being like, can you buy my wares? No. But then you feel really obligated to buy something because they're stood at your door. Have you not? Do you never have, like, people, like, trying to give you Avon magazines or stuff like that? We used to have, like... Betterware lady that used to come round and she used to bring a Betterware magazine. And if you didn't put it out for her, she'd knock on your door and ask for it back. Yeah, because they get charged. It's really bad. Like, you know, like I know, like, Avon. I tried Avon once, and then I found out that Avon isn't cruelty free, so I stopped doing it. So I used to do Avon, and you get charged. Like, if you don't send the catalogs back, you get charged for the catalogs. So weird. Got a little puppy. He's... And now he's going to shit on everything you own. Because that's what puppies do. Thank you for sharing and liking my stream, sweet. I appreciate it. Okay. Steve. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Call him Night Stalker. Let's name him after a serial killer. Yes! Serial killer puppy! The... I'm sorry when I heard in the background one of them you pay for, I automatically went to a certain profession. Oh, a puppy in a cowboy hat? I love how these games put hats on animals, and they have no idea how hard it is to get cats to wear hats. Cats in hats. Okay, so that's all of the cream activated. Did you? Well done. What did you just say? No. Maybe in pie. Okay, so now I'm going to base all of the thrills in this yellow colour, which is called light cadmium yellow. Cadmium? It's a spicy boy! So all of like the frilly bits on this dragon I'm gonna base in yellow. Like I said, most of this is probably gonna be me basing. I'm gonna concentrate on the dragon, and then we'll concentrate on other sections of the page. Right now I'm focused on the dragon because it's the biggest thing on the page, and it's the centerpiece of the page. And it's not going to stay blocked coloured like this. There is going to be shading added. There's nothing wrong like with block colouring. If you colour and you block colour, that's fine. It's just not how I colour. And it's the whole point of colouring books is to enjoy them. So you do in your colouring books what you do. You do you, buckaroo. You do you, buckaroo. Oh, I hated that game. I could never, because I have a tremor, I could never place the pieces on properly. Like, it's hardly noticeable. Like, you'd look at my hands and you'd never notice it. But there is a tremor there. But the machine, the little cow? It wasn't a cow. It was a donkey. Was it a donkey? Buckaroo! There's a donkey. Yeah, the little donkey would just be like, nah, mate. I honestly rarely use the whole watercolor base method. Yeah, I've only just recently started doing it. Like, this is the first time I've done it in a long time. And it was just because when I was looking at the page, I was like, that's an awful lot of ground to cover, and my hands aren't as great as they used to be. So I was like, let's just base everything in watercolor pencil, and then add pencil shading. Pencil shaving? No, pencil shading over the top. I said pencil shaving in my brain though. He's got the same sort of horns as the dragon that Grimm wants me to make. Yeah, these little antlers. Speaking of antlers, I'm gonna have to work out how to make antlers at some point for when I make Louis. No, you can't have him. I'm joking. Ah! Do you have a favourite character from that series? We all know who my favourite character is. Legoshi. Oh, oh! Oh shit, oh shit. I just ended up clicking on something. I hope I haven't ended stream. Hopefully everything's still good. I accidentally knocked my mouse off of my desk. Give me some more light. I think... Yeah, I think that's the right place for the light, because I don't want to... Oh, you type those words. It's okay. You've been talking to me, so... It makes sense that you wouldn't have posted in chat much, because you were chatting to me in real time. How dare you? It's disgusting! I'm waiting for this damn install to finish so I can restart my PC. I just dropped my pencil. Come here. Luckily. Oh, well, I've always known that. It's alright. I enjoy it. Not in a weird way. It is, though. We are. you, bills. Bills, don't know him. See, part of me wishes I kind of did this dragon purple. Synchronicities. Because I have another copy of this book, so I can do that purple. Done. Dun dun dun. Think if I can, if Grim, well, not I can, if Grim can sort out the issues I'm having with game capture, I might at some point do a gaming stream as well. Yeah, the blur is really off-putting, and it can make games really difficult. It's like, I think that's another reason why I struggled so much with Plague, because, like, it was such a dark tone game, and then the blur. You can't host them. What? Host pipe ban. How would you like it if someone hosed you down? It still doesn't sort out your dirty dog. You can't clean a dog with a birdhouse. Oh, the self-censoring you have to do whilst you're streaming. My response when you said I can try in my brain was just, I'll type it to you. Here you go. Tell me I'm not wrong. Overrated. Oh, little baby. Google it. So fluffy. What? Oh, the little cat that you hear going in the background. Cat carrier. Yeah, I loved that last night. And she was like, "Do you want a cookie?" And he was like, "Ah." He sounds like a little crying baby. Speaking of babies, where is mine? I don't know where he is. He must be downstairs with Grim. Aw, he abandoned me. I have been abandoned. Hmm? Can you put it outside? My pencil just bloody broke. Yeah, look at that. Really close to hitting the 2-hour mark of stream. Is Bassie downstairs with you, Grim? You want to know something really funny that Sebastian does, and we have no idea why he does it. So, like, you know when he's sat on the windowsill? So, he sits on the windowsill, and if you go out and come back, he'll hiss at you. No idea. Yeah, it's a really weird. Like, Grim showed me the other day, like, he left the house, and he comes in front of the window, and Sebastian just hisses at him. Yeah. But, like, if Grim comes into the house, he's fine. It's like he thinks, like, the outside Grim is a fake Grim. Like, you are an imposter. Well, he's only ever been outside for, like, trips to the vets and stuff, because he's an indoor cat. So I don't think he understands how the outside world works. I don't know, it just seems really strange, because he doesn't hiss at Grim like that normally. Unless they're, like, play fighting, and he's like, I've had enough, and he goes, but, like, generally, he doesn't hiss. It's so funny. I have to see if I can, like, get it on camera at some point and show you. Without getting Grim on camera. I just noticed you hiding there. Little koi fish hiding in this in the smoke. I love the koi fish in this book. Ew. Yeah, I finished quite a few pages in this book. That's a different book. Which ones have I finished? This was the first page I ever did. And this one was done all with Crayola pencils. And I love the koi fish in this book. Like, there's none on that page. Let me have a look. Oh, I haven't done as many pages in this book as I thought I'd done. Well, I'm just not finding them whilst I'm flipping through. But anyway. If you want to see my finished pages in this book, I do have a video up. that has like all my Kirby Roseanne's books in. Then you can go and have a look at that after stream. You want to see my previously finished pages in this book. Thank you. I think we are nearly ready to do some pencil shading on this page. Because the only thing now I have left to put colour onto on the dragon is his little horns, his eye, and his little tongue. Just activating all this yellow that I've put down. We're going to add oranges on top of this yellow. I've actually missed some yellow bits. I need to get my yellow pencil back. I think all this here is dragon bit. Thank you. There's these little frilly bits that look like they're coming off of his body as well. I'm gonna do those bits yellow. Make those. Oh, hamsters looks. Oh, a hamster? Hamster? That's not right. Move off it and move back onto it. Wow. I've not played House Flipper in ages. I have it on the Xbox. I have it on Steam as well. Alright, well that's all of that done. Put away my pencil. Yeah, I've done all of the base. I just need to do a base colour on the horns. I think I'm gonna go with this. Let me this pencil and see what I think that's dark. That's it. So I'm gonna colour in a layer of this colour on the horns. It hasn't bled through, that's good. Okay. Put this pencil back. I'm trying to put pencils away as I go so that I don't have a load of pencils to put away later. I'm gonna switch to my Polychromos Pencils. Right, activated this. I'm not too fussed if I go out of the lines because I can cover up that. So, I want to get some shades of red out to be able to do the shades of red on the dragon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this piece of paper to swatch onto. That would be a good colour. Go with that. I feel like go with that. Okay, so there's three colours that see if there's a little bit of a darker red. Swap out that there. So I think those three are good enough. So this is our darker red. Okay, so it goes this. So this is our darkest red. Medium. And what? And we're gonna start. I usually work from dark to lightest. Most, I believe, normally work from light to dark. But I like to do it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting in some pencil work. Hmm? You alright? Oh, ADHD. My camera keeps on going in and out of focus. I don't know why. Three more eyes. Do you feel like that with arms? Like you need more arms? Ooh. You're doing so well with that bear. Okay. So now I've moved on to using Polychromos Pencils. Hello. I have seen that you sent me a video and I will watch it. Also, don't feel like you have to stick around for the whole thing. If you need to go. I don't know. You might need a break. You might need a little break, little pacey break. Oh, Matt just exploded. Enjoy cleaning up that mess. Rude. Damn. So I'm not the best at adding shading. I'm not very good at it. I just kind of like put it where I want it, and if it doesn't make sense to people, it doesn't make sense to people. I just kind of guess where there would be shading. So, like, obviously running along where his belly plates meet his scales, there would be shading, like here. No, these ones are just normal colouring. You don't reactivate. Yeah, I just use watercolor pencils to work on top of, just because I thought it would cover up a vast majority of the white and it would give my hand a break as well, so I don't have to like work on covering up all of the white of the page. Especially because my hands aren't that great at the moment, playing me up something awful. The artist of the page has also added some little bits of like cross hatching where you can add shade as well. So I fill those in, but I also add in my own areas of shading as well. See right here where the belly scales and the body scales meet, I'm putting shading there. And then where these firecracker things are, I'm putting shading in there. Because that would make this bit, yeah, because that would cast a shadow. Yeah, and also because these are in front of the dragon. There would also be shading where his frills are. Oh. Yes, you blow bubbles in your milk. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. It's so weird, I don't understand what his problem is. But he really doesn't like it when Grim goes when Grim goes near the window. He does it to Mini Grim as well, like so weird. Like outside is where the people are. Ew. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and colour every individual scale. That's just... that would be insane. I can highlight, bring out some of the scales and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna sit here and like colour every single individual scale. I'm just not about that life. I mean, if that's how people want to colour this page, by colouring every individual scale, then go for it, but that's not me. I might, like, pick out a couple where I'll, like, make them stand out a little bit more. But, yeah, but I'm not colouring every single individual scale. Ain't got no time for that. Oh, excuse me. See. Yeah. I don't know what it is when I look at them. Like, when we're starting a game, there's just so much, it gets so overwhelming. Oof. I know that they brought a bear snap head out. Hmm. I was watching Markiplier play that yesterday. Ah. Ooh, good luck. Maybe we can play later. Yeah. And then if we play later, you can just focus on me. Oh, the attention's for the goblin. I have to sharpen my pencil. like I covered quite a lot of ground with the watercolor pencil, so it's left less work for me to do with the pencils, which is what I want it to be fair. Because otherwise, this would be a lot of pencil work if I was doing it all in like pencil. I don't think my hands would have been able to work on it as much. That's why I thought it would be a really good idea to do it that way, especially because I was doing this page on stream. Weird working at this desk. Is it? Oh. I'm not entirely sure when Grim's wanting to order dinner, because I know that he streams tonight, so he's probably gonna want to order it early so he has enough time to eat. And I'm hitting up on the 3-hour mark here, so I think I'll probably put in another hour, maybe. I don't know. Because I also have some shopping that I need to get done. Wool. I haven't brought my yarn yet. I have to just move the page down a little bit. Scary noises. Yeah, the mortuary's assistant looks really fucking scary. If you like scary games, you'd probably enjoy it. Hmm? You wouldn't play it? I remember when... do you remember Outlast? When Outlast first came out, I played it, and I ended up giving myself an anxiety attack. It was the bit where the big guy chases you, and you have to like hide in closets and hide under beds. And doing it just I don't know what caused it, but it just triggered me so bad. And I probably didn't help much by playing it in the dark. I was sat there in the dark. Grim had already gone to bed, because Because Grim used to go to bed before me, way back in the day. This was back before, like, I started, like, getting unwell. And, so Grim is like, I'm going to bed, and I'm like, I'm gonna stay up and play some video games. I can't remember if we were still sharing consoles or if we had our own consoles by then. But sharing a console was a fucking nightmare. Because, like, I'd be playing a game and then somebody would message me and be like, is Grim coming on? And I'd be like, oh, yeah, alright, I'll come off so we can get on. That's why I think Grim got me a set, like, my own console, because, like, I'd get on games and, like, people would message me and ask me if Grim was coming online. And they were like, oh, I really want to play this game with, like, I really want to, like, yeah, I really want to play this game with Grim. I want to play with Grim. And back then, I was a bit of a people pleaser. I still think I still am a bit of a people pleaser, but not as bad. So I'd be like, oh yeah. So I'd come off what I was doing, even though I really wanted to play a game. I'd come off because like I'd end up with like 6 million messages of people asking for Grim to come on. So I'd been waiting all day to play a game, and then Grim was like, oh, I'm gonna head off to bed, and I was like, okay, well I'm gonna stay up for a bit and play some Xbox. And he was like, alright, well don't stay up too late. So I was like, because Grim's not really into horror games, so because we were sharing the console now, I didn't really want to like have him sit there with nothing to do whilst I played a game that he wouldn't enjoy me watching me play. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this game, and he was like, alright, well don't stay up too late. So I grabbed some snacks from the kitchen, got comfortable in my chair, and I switched all the lights off. And I'm sat there, and at first I'm like, oh yeah, this is really cool, this is a fun game. And then it got to the bit where the guy's chasing you, and I'm just like, I can feel my heart rate building up, and feel myself getting more and more scared. And then there's this bit where I messed up, and he grabbed me, and I just fucking full on blood curdling screamed. And oh my god, Grim just bolted down the stairs. I'm sat there in my chair. Controller's gone. It's across the other side of the room. I'm just sat there shaking in my chair, crying, and Grim's like, what the fuck did you do? And I was like, I was playing Outlast, and he was like, in the fucking dark? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, what is wrong with you? So I just thought it would be like really fun to play it in the dark. Immersion. But yeah, no, I've not touched the game since, and I don't think I will. It's like that bit when you see that meme where you see the kid running with a knife and the mom's like, what have you got? A knife! No! I love that meme. Hi, Krim. But yeah, full on panic attack, curled up in a ball in the fetal position. Grim came downstairs, and he ended up sitting up with me all night because I couldn't go to sleep. I'm scared. I'm scared. But yeah, he ended up getting me my own console eventually, because I think even he got a bit annoyed with how often people were like messaging me and asking like for him to come online when I'd be in the middle of a game. I think he had a go at a few people for it as well. Because he was like, you know, this is ridiculous. If they are on a game, then don't. Yeah. Some people had even said that when they'd messaged me. They'd be like, "Oh, can you get off the console so Grim can play?" Waiting for Quinn. Wait. I'm waiting for you to finish so I can order food. Well, I can end at 3 if you want. Is it? When do you want to order dinner? I know you stream at 6. The moral of this story is if you've got mates who are a couple and they share a console, just let them play games. Don't hound them to get the other person to come on the console. This is rude. I've been on the receiving end of it and it's not nice. It's 3:05. Soon because my stomach thinks my throat has forgotten what food is. Can I? Oh, yeah. No, I was gonna fucking go, mate. I'm just really, alright. Thanks for hanging out with me, bye. No, I was not. I am such a bully. Why are you friends with me? Moral of this story, don't be friends with Quinn. They're horrible. Worst friend ever. You can save that for 6 o'clock tonight. No, don't eat cats. Okay, well. This is where we've gotten to. There's some still, like, little bits that I want to add in, but... Grim streams at 6. I'm gonna end stream because I fear for my cat's safety. I think Grim might eat him. And we want to eat food before Grim goes live, and we don't know how long this place takes to deliver because we've not been there before. So, no eating, Sebastian. We'll feed you in a minute. So, I would like to thank people for popping by and watching the stream. We're at this point, I don't know whether I'll carry on this page off stream or hold it off until the next one. I don't know how frequent these are going to be, guys. It's been really nice, but I don't know how frequent the streams are going to be. I'll have a think, and if I work on it outside of a video, it will be in my end of the month. Grim, patience! It will be in my end of the month finished pages, or, you know, I might stream again. You'll see if I go live, this will probably be the page that I'm working on, or you'll see it at my end of the month, what I coloured video. So yeah, thank you for popping by. If you would like to see more pages from Kirby Roseanne's books that I've coloured, I do have a video for that. You look in my videos, there's a video of finished pages from Kirby Roseanne's books. But I am going to head off, and I shall either see you in the comment sections of one of my videos or at my next live.